Welcome back, guys. What is going on? So today is a day that we have been waiting for quite a while. We are finally going to be installing nitrous on the 05. So you guys know that we've been talking about King of the Street Challenge coming up here in the next couple days. For that, we are pretty severely underpowered. We're probably going to be maybe one of the lowest horsepower trucks there. Truck currently makes around 980, 975 with the current setup, fuel only right now. So what better time than to install some nitrous right before the event. So good friends of ours at NX Express sent us an entire kit, which we are going to be installing today, going through that with you guys and kind of showing you guys some stuff. Obviously, we are at work. We're at King Speed. Chase and Michael have done tons and tons of nitrous stuff, so those guys are definitely by far more experts than I am learning this stuff. We're going to learn this stuff as we're installing this with their help here at the shop today. So anyway, we are going to unbox these boxes here, put everything up here on the table, show you guys exactly what we got, what we're working with, and we're just going to jump right into it and get this stuff installed. So we got everything unboxed here. We got Chase behind the camera so I can use both my hands. But we're just gonna run through everything here that I unboxed and everything that we're gonna be using. Starting off with the dual bottle bracket mounts. As you guys can see, we are running the carbon bottles. These are 12-pound bottles. They are quite a bit lighter, but they look cool. And I really wanted, I think the carbon bottles really look cool. So other than that, we're going to be running a purge setup down here. Really just a whole bunch of lines, the solenoids, relays. As far as hard parts go, there's not a ton to it, but as far as wiring goes and getting everything to work correctly, that's going to be the majority of the time installing this stuff. So on top of the solenoids and all that stuff, we got two bottle heaters. In the bottle heaters, we have the sensors that are going to tie into the Maximizer 5. This is what we're going to be using to basically control everything. This is like the brains of the whole entire system. This is actually really, really cool. This has high and low settings for min and maxes, like safety features, and this also can read off of RPM, it can read off of boost pressure, mile an hour, I believe it can read off of too. So this is a very, very smart way and a very safe way. Nitrous honestly gets a really bad rap as far as, I'm going to say we're putting nitrous on the truck, everybody thinks we're just going to end up frying everything. So this is a very safe way, and it's a progressive controller as well. So what that means is we can basically kind of ramp in the nitrous as like boost comes in, as speed picks up. We're able to apply it gradually, so it's not just one big bang, if that makes sense. So does that sound about right, Chase? Did I say that?
Yeah, you can make it kind of progressive like a turbo. So
progressive like a turbo. So the Maximizer 5 is what we're going to be using to control everything, and we'll kind of go through some of this stuff when it's all installed and stuff like that. And then we also opted to go with the screen. This is basically able to make adjustments. Now this does primarily normally get tuned with a laptop, kind of with tables and stuff like that. This is able to make changes in the tunes, and then we can have multiple different tune setups for if we wanted tune 1 to be this, tune 2 to be that. We can switch between all that. So this kind of gives you a little heads up display rather than busting out the laptop. So that is pretty much it for everything.
fallen tree. Oh.
Boom.
You want to talk about a little bit about what you're doing?
Yeah, sure. All right, so we just pulled the intercooler out because as far as like line routing, solenoid placement, we're gonna end up actually putting them right in the intercooler on the hot side. So we're gonna mount everything right here. We're gonna put all of our lines and solenoids right in this general area because we have a lot more room, things like that. So that's what we're gonna do. We mounted the bottle bracket back here. So that's pretty much getting wrapped up. We just gotta tighten the bolts down there, but we're gonna run everything through that grommet in the bed. And yeah, we're moving along.
Check your blood pressure.
Yep, 140/20, we're good, Doc. Got all these wires here. And as you can see here, we mounted the Maximizer 5 controller in the glove box. There's going to be a lot of changes with the truck, like with a cage and stuff like that upcoming in the future. We really want to try and make like a custom panel down here and get rid of the cup holders, because like I have a couple switches over there. We're going to have a couple switches down here for the nitrous. For now, this is a good area to kind of mount everything and still have it be somewhat clean. So Maximizer 5 is going to be here. Touchscreen is probably going to be hanging out in here because it's easy. And then with everything being on the right hand side in the engine bay, we're going to get all of the wiring basically through here out there. So it kind of works out. And then all the wiring that we need to tap into, there's like 4 or 5 wires which we'll go into. Those are going to be on that side. We're going to run those over there. So as far as installation goes, this stuff is like, these two are grounds. These are for the solenoids and the purge stuff. So these wires go out to the cab. These are grounds. These wires are like the signal wires to kind of pick up all of the reference points for our baby right here. So that's what we're doing. Just trying to run everything nicely. Wiring is a time-consuming, painstaking process. So we're getting through it.